What's good, YouTube? Thanks for coming to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the games that I just created a while back ago, maybe about, say, a month. This is a game that I created for my portfolio, and I decided to create something like a Zelda-like type of game. So I'll be talking about it and critiquing it myself, and let's go ahead and check it out. The first thing I did was decide what type of I guess document I was going to use for this. So it took me about, I don't know, maybe 2 hours to write something along on a simple piece of paper to figure out what flow I was going to do. The main reason was I didn't want to go off track and create too much and then just keep on working and working and working and never get done. So I avoided that and I made something in about, I don't know, this game probably took me 40 hours worth of work. Almost all the assets for the background was, I think, tiny towns, but some of the artwork I ended up creating through, I think, Aseprite. So let's talk about real quick what we see right here. Here I created the, I guess, the main menu. So I had to use a lot of the common type of code from Unity to, what was it? I think is a scene management system to be able to go from one place to another. I'll go ahead and hit start. The credits will probably, you guys can check that out. So I'll hit start. Let's see what happens. All right. So this was the first stage I ended up creating. Some of the things I did was, of course, I started off with tile palette system. There's a little bit of errors I overlooked when I created the game, like over here on the top right, just above that monster. I didn't I guess, correct that piece, but there's a little bit of green over there that shows off the grass behind the bushes and it cuts into that tree. After I was able to create that, I figure out what type of dimensions I wanted to run the game on. So I think it was 1920 by 1080. And after I had that set up, I went ahead and started creating the artwork for it. So here it took me, I don't know, maybe an hour or two per animation. So this guy right here, my little barbarian, is Talabax, and he can do all the idols. Let's see, I guess I didn't put an idol for that one, but he has an idol if he looks to the left and he looks to the right. I ended up also creating something more very basic, I guess, like the Zelda type of attacks. So he's got that little swing, left, right, up, down, right. And I also ended up creating some health bars at the very bottom, if you can check them out. Which was pretty interesting. I ended up just using a regular picture I drew from a sprite, and I ended up just connecting it to the barbarian's health and his maximum health, and it was based on how much damage it would take. I ended up also doing the same thing for the monster on the right. So if you take a look, it takes some damage, it lose some health. Right, and you can also see on the bottom left that I take some damage also, and it goes down and you see something like a common health bar right here, right? So let's take a look up here. This was supposed to be like my main page, but I guess not my main page, but my first thing that will start off to give the story some sort of idea that something happened, right? But it didn't happen. It ran out of time. After I ended up creating the character, I ended up designing the monsters. So the AI came next. The AI, I wanted to do something with tiles or something that will follow a path for it to understand how to go around. So I didn't have too much to do that, too much time for that. So I ended up just using something like move to position. So you guys can see that the script was based on distance. So if I get too far, the monster should stop, like right there. He's got a little idle animation right there too, and I just go around them, and he also follows the character, right? So if I get too close, the other animation will start doing damage to my character. And the same thing here goes on. I ended up creating the artwork for the little slimes. These are based on timers, so I use coroutines to be able to spawn them continuously, but random times. They also have the little status bars, I guess, not status bars, but health. And it takes about maybe just one hit. I also created these bats. They also are just using the move to position function in Unity. More stuff that I created here are little wasps. And for this one, the movement I ended up just using the animation tool from the Unity. So, pretty standard stuff. In the end, I just ended up trying to get some... oops, I lost. I ended up just creating as many scenes as I could and some simple monsters just to get some content and some diversity in the type of AIs that they have. This guy will follow you no matter what, up to a certain distance. These guys don't have really any AI, they just keep on spawning and moving to the side. And maybe just kill these guys as they through. And this is probably one of my first mini bosses right here. So this one's kind of interesting. I really like the animation on the far right of the monster with one eye. The tentacles, they don't look too clean, but I thought it was alright for something simple. If you guys can tell that these are different game objects and they're all tied in or connected to that monster. And if I kill all three of them, unless I die, it should kill the monster. It's just really tough to get that hitbox. There we go, it died. Alright, so this guy was pretty much one of the fun ones that I created. Now this one is the fire maze. If you guys can see, I kind of gave this guy kind of like some a hitbox that could let him go under, right? So kind of like he could be able to dodge some things. So if I go there, oh, died. It's probably one of the toughest parts in this game, so let me get there real quickly. Also the scene changing. This I ended up using the scene different pattern, which is kind of a nightmare to use. I'm gonna end up using something totally different next time for my next game. If I could get to this next part. Oh, I died again. Here I go once again. Just take some time. I'll probably be editing this out. Gotta run, run, run. Here I go. Oop, I keep on running into the fire. Oop. This is not good. I think this is what one of my game testers were complaining about. It's too hard to get through the fire. Go. Yeesh. Ended up cutting all this stuff. It took me, I don't know, like 4 tries to get to this point, but I got through eventually. And this is just the zone that is above the monster octopus. And once I go into this cave, I'll get to the last monster. So check this one out. I ended up using something, I don't know, Cthulhian. There's a couple of code routines going on over here. So one of the things to point out that I have a monster spawning going straight to the barbarian, and he's spawning also these tentacles going downwards. And it's also got a hitbox right over here. I just gotta be careful because I put the damage really high from the tentacles, so I gotta wait. But the HP from this monster right over here, the main boss, has a ton, so I just gotta keep on swinging and not die. So let's see, he's got like, I don't know, 200 each damage from the sword is about 20. Just watch out, here we go, monster's eyeball, here we go. You guys can hear I got the monster laughing. Up, there we go. And that was pretty much it for this game, right? So, let's see what I can talk about the credits. The artwork, the sprites I ended up creating by me. The background art, all the tile pieces came from Tiny Tales. Ended up using some music from, I guess, JP Soundworks, and I got his website right over here. And I used a ton of assets from Unity that helped me create all the sound, which was the Ultimate Sound FX bundle. All right, go back to the menu, and here we go. The movement, I decided to put what the movement was and the attack because I didn't have a tutorial for this. So I ended up just putting up in the beginning, and it's pretty straightforward, I think, to follow. Alright, so that's pretty much it, YouTube. Thanks for checking out my game critique. Alright, thanks and subscribe. See you later.